thought I'd try and demonstrate what went wrong with our journey to Sicily the other day and why we decided to abort it, basically. So the winds were the current wind comes down from the Adriatic, and it comes through this gap between the boot of Italy and Albania, Corfu. And though in theory it would just come straight down in here, the reality of it is that the wind comes down the coast of Greece and kind of wraps itself round the corner, and likewise it comes down the Italian coast and actually kind of wraps itself out there. So you get this Venturi effect, or an acceleration zone. So it is windier in there, in the centre. However, the reason why it wasn't the quantity of wind which was getting us, it was really because the wind was hugging this coast and coming round in a big circle. So even though we thought our wind, according to the wind apps, would be coming down here, in reality it was coming around there. Now, okay, that's fine, you could say that. Now, if we take your smart modern monohull, he can actually sail very close to the wind. In fact, nowadays you may get one that sails 30 degrees, but let's just say it will sail at 40 degrees to the wind, so 40 degrees off the wind. So if we now look at this little chart here, here's the wind coming down here, and he's going to be travelling in that direction. So when we come along in our big fat catamaran, we can't sail that close to the wind at all. In fact, reality of it is maybe 60 degrees, but then we slip sideways because we don't have any proper keels. So maybe we can get away with around about 75-80 degrees. So we're actually sailing along like this, but we've got the wind curving here, so that means to say we were sailing across the Ionian Sea, actually pointing down towards Benghazi in Libya, and absolutely nowhere near Sicily. So after 2.5 hours and 10 miles, because we were banging away into the wind, we decided that it actually really wasn't worth it. We weren't going to get there. We were going to land up somewhere down here, and then we were going to have to get our way back, and it was better to wait for another day. So what we'll probably do, and what we're planning on doing, is moving up the coast to become a more northerly situation, so that these winds which are coming down here will actually pick us up from behind and take us down the Ionian Sea and blow us down that way. So we're having to move further north in order to get the angle better to get down to Sicily down here. First thing the next morning, we headed north to the LEVKAS canal. LEVKAS is only an island because of the canal which separates it from the mainland. The present canal, around 3 miles long, was built in the early years of the 20th century by the Greek government, although there were earlier attempts around the 7th century to build a canal. Carla's just gone ashore with the mooring lines because it's blowing 30 knots and I couldn't really leave the boat. Just written on the flag so we know when we used it, when we were here. I have to say it does look a bit salt stained and grey. It doesn't quite look as white as it should. Poor thing. But we are now out of Greece and in no man's land. Yeah. We're going there.
On this episode, I hope you enjoyed. We made the first attempt to cross to Italy, didn't we?
We did, and unfortunately it didn't go according to plan.
Very unsuccessfully.
Yeah, it was just too bumpy and we weren't pointing in the right
direction. It was
direction.
horrendous. We were going just banging into the waves. It was horrendous.
So after about 2.5 hours, as I said, we decided to turn around and go back. But on the way back we had a fantastic sail.
Fantastic sail. We just surfed into the waves. It was amazing.
We did the 10 miles in just over an hour.
You just forget. In 5 minutes you forget.
We forget how bad it was, yeah. So then we had to make our way up the kind of coast line. So first of all we went up past
Zakynthos,
and then we came up between these two islands,
Cephalonia and Ithaca,
and then we came round
to
LEVKAS and through the canal as you saw, and then we went on up to Paxoi and up through this east side of Corfu, and in fact we went out to
Othonoi,
an island which was quite a sort of deserted place, really, wasn't it? There wasn't much there.
No, wasn't much there.
No.
Yeah.
And then we set off the next day, because when we came along here, that was starting to get very bumpy again, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And we didn't care for that.
Yeah.
So we decided to go
yeah.
in and...
And then we had a good crossing.
We did. We had a very good crossing, a great sail.
Yeah, we sailed all the way, apart from the last hour when you were arriving because the wind was gone by then.
Well, the wind dropped off, so we got the boat all tidied up and everything like that. Yeah.
But yeah, it was a good crossing after all.
It was a very good crossing. And we arrived in Leuca, which we really enjoyed, didn't we?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah. Good.
Yeah.
So I hope you enjoyed that video. There's a lot more sailing sort of aspect of it than we normally do. But anyway, there we are. That's what it is.
Yes.
And thank you very much for following.
For following us, yes.
And thank you for subscribing, giving us a thumbs
up. Comments. You can always leave your comment. I will try to reply everyone.
Yep. And you can also follow us on Patreon.
Patreons, where you can have extra videos.
Yep, there's 5 additional programs on there, which are all about us talking about our thoughts and feelings about the adventure.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so thank you and goodbye.
Thank you very much.